Hi YouTuberverse, Steve 3PO here. And today we're going to DIY our very own laser line generator onto this stock chop saw. So I saw them in the store. The one sitting right next to this one was about $100 more, and I figured I could probably do it better myself. And so can you. Let's get started. So I needed an 1132-bit, a 1332-bit, a round file, a 9-volt battery, a 9-volt battery connection, a project box, a toggle switch, a wooden block for a mount, or a 3D printed mount, and a laser module. Now you can find these online, or if you're like me, you'll pirate them out of, say, a Harbor Freight module for about $5.99. I also needed contact cement, Velcro, a hot glue gun, and poster putty. First, I scoped out where the laser module would sit and what dimensions I had to work with. The width is slightly less than 3/4 of an inch, and the height must clear the blade, and then some. Then, I found a spot for the switch box. This Hitachi conveniently already has a hole for the wires between the laser and the box. I just quickly modeled a laser mount in 123D Design and printed it up. A piece of wood works just as well, using the round file to cut a groove for the laser. See? Nice little home. I have to orient my switch box and drill holes for the switch and the wires going out to the module. I want my switch right about here. And I want the wires right about here. You may have to make some adjustments on the fly, so have your round file ready. Once you get a good fit with the toggle switch, run it through the inside and cinch it down with the bolt that came with it. This project box from Radio Shack fits a 9-volt battery perfectly. Referring back to the interdimensional drawing board, you can see how I wired the 9-volt battery, switch, and laser module. The battery connection's positive wire simply gets spliced or soldered to one of the switch terminals. It doesn't matter which one if it's not specified on the switch. The battery's negative wire goes to the negative laser module wire, and the positive laser wire completes the circuit back to the switch's unused terminal. Piece of cake! Okay, so before we get started working on anything or doing maintenance on any type of machinery that can be dangerous, I don't think I have to mention to my smart viewers that you should unplug or power down the equipment. It's a letter from my lawyer. Please unplug or power down any equipment you're going to work on before you work on it. All right, got that out of the way. Next, you might also feel like you want to get rid of the blade. So according to the instruction manuals, you can remove this blade, but also for this safety guard here, best way to do this is just take a block of wood, shove it up there, and it's out of your way for the whole time. I just used the contact cement to fix the 3D mount on the inside of the blade housing, and you can do the same for the wooden mount. Then I use poster putty to temporarily affix the module to the mount. This is important because I had to be able to make adjustments as I zeroed in the laser. Now, it's not the mount that's moving, it's the laser and the poster putty inside of the mount. I used Velcro and a zip tie to secure the switch box to the guard spar. I put a pencil mark where the blade physically touches the wood. Now watch the laser cut right through the pencil mark. That's a pretty good sign that we're on track. Finally, I use hot glue to secure wires and permanently fix the position of the laser module. It's also important to test the range of motion of the saw. When it goes up and down, it shouldn't be putting any extra stress on any of the components, especially the wires. Does it work all right? I mean, it is DIY after all. So let's just make a mark. Say I want to cut that right there. turn on my laser, line that up with the old laser, and let's see, that pencil mark should disappear if we got it just right. And voila, no pencil mark, the laser is spot on. Not bad for DIY. Steve 3PO signing off. With the 3D printer thing, I just quickly mounted a model. No, I didn't mount a model. It physically hits the wood. Fine, as long as you take a notch with your round file. A piece of wood with physically hits the wood. The toggle switch goes in from the inside. Shit. Try it again. I just mounted a model that I just modeled a mount on 123D. I just mounted a model that I just quickly modeled a mountain. Physically hits the wood. Just quickly mounted a model. Quickly modeled a mountain. I just quickly modeled a mountain in the mountains with models. It physically hits the wood. Damn it. Modeled a mount to secure the switch for the printing. My God, seriously. Holes for my wires right about here.